Alrighty then, let's talk about Jay-Z was heated when the club played Nas This Ether the day it dropped according to Kass. Alright, let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, we drop a video. Um, it says this is a shout out to hiphopdx.com. Nas dropped the Seething Jay-Z diss track Ether in November in 2001. A recent interview with the Art of Dialogue, Raskaz recalls the day the song dropped and subsequent events that transpired. As Raskaz explained, he first ran into Nas in the studio with DJ Premier. Quote, it had to be about 10 a.m., 11 a.m. when Nas bops in. He recalls, quote, he usually is very chilled. Every time I've encountered him, he seemed humbled and nice. Not to say he wasn't humble then, but he walked in, bopping. I remember for like an hour, me and him and Premier talking like an overview of the record. And at the time, Jay was crushing everything. It was interesting watching the change of guard. I knew some of the things that Nas was saying. I didn't even know all of it as far as the personal jabs on the record. I lived with Jay Z for a summer, so I knew it was clinically written daily. It was a daily written personal record. But that was just the beginning. Later that night, Razzcast went to a local New York City club where he saw Jay Z and fellow Rockefeller co-founder Dame Dash posted up. As fate would have it, DJ decided to throw Ether on, much to hold disapproval. Razzcast says Jay told Dame to have the DJ shut it down, but the DJ refused. The ironic part is I saw Nas during the day at the studio, then at night. And I went to the club and he continues, quote, we went out and saw Jay and Dame at the club. They played Ether in the club, and Jay was heated. I remember that. I remember him saying, "Dame, tell that ninja to turn it off, turn that ish off." He said, "Quote, but the club was going up, and that's when I knew it was over." DJ was like, "F it, that," and played that ish, and the club went up, and that's when I knew Nas won. The streets had spoken. The DJ played it, and Jay was in the building. Nas beat Jay. It took years for Nas and Jay to make peace, although the two rap types publicly reconciled in 2015 at a Continental Airlines Arena in East Rutherford, Jersey, during Ho's I Declare War tour. DJ Cassidy said they truly squashed their beef a year later. In an August 2021 interview, The Search says podcast, Cassidy recalls DJing at the the Def Jam's holiday retreat in 2006 at Connecticut's Foxwood Resort and Casino, a place he likened to Atlantic City. Quote, I'm on the stage at the casino restaurant. We're talking at the ballroom. We talking like the PF chains at the casino, Cassidy said. Quote, one side of the room is Jay, one side of the room is Nas. I led myself into the epic 30-minute back and forth between Jay records and Nas records, and not just the hits like Memory Lane, so on and so on. Memory serves me correctly. The space between them starts to get smaller and smaller. Quote, before you knew it, I passed someone the mic. This is very casual. There was nothing set up for our performance. This is like standing in a restaurant table. Next thing you know, they're rapping each other's lyrics. You can feel it in the room in LA. You can feel the room LA read down. Uh, that everyone was a little kid edition where witnessing their favorite superheroes come out the castle, and they were doing their own, but next to each other. So at the end of the day, bro, that shit become bigger, you know. It become bigger than rap, bro. It become, man, I got a family, man. We survived all this street shit to be beefing over something else, and most people would say, that revived Nas' career, which it did. That revived Nas' career and woke him up. So, you can thank Jay for something. Jay should have left a sleeping giant sleeping, but at the time he said Jay was crushing everything. And a lot of people tell you, well, Jay never peaked, and he never was the best rapper in the era, undeniably. But you think about it, when he first came out, it was the tail end of Biggie and Nas. Then next thing you know, you got DMX. The next thing you know, you got Ja Rule. Next thing you know, you got Eminem. Next thing you know, you got Nelly. Then you got 50 Cent. So, you're going against Titans, and then at the same time, it's the rise of the South. That's what you got. It's the rise, and at the same time, the South is coming to take rap. East Coast might not be looking over their shoulder. Most people might not looking over their shoulder, but they was coming. They was coming. So all that was going on. So he's been on a very long time through the hot periods of Outcast. I mean, he been around. He been around. So he don't really necessarily had to be the best rapper of all time at a peak. He was just so consistent from the 90s, 2000s, 2010s. You know, so everybody got these beefs over songs and over women, over money, over whatever it may be. At the end of the day, 20 years later, 10 years later, 15 years later, 30 years later, man, that shit don't matter, bro. A lot of times, a lot of people that people beefing with, y'all got a lot in common, bro. You hear me? Y'all like the same things. Y'all like the same things. Same clothes, same video games, same food. But y'all won't know it. And black people got a lot of malice for each other. Black people got a lot of malice for each other. They got a lot of malice for we got a lot of malice for each other. When we if we come together, bro, we be greater than anything going. You know? You know? So just let you know, man, Jeezy and Gucci can put their shit aside. And sometimes y'all might not have people in y'all ear, y'all might not have the same story. That's why it's always good to get on the horn with somebody, chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up. Chop it up. Y'all might be like, oh man, it's a misunderstanding. But ultimately, that might have been the peak, and that might have been the glory point of rap beefs. I remember that. Didn't he send a warning before that? Got yourself a gun. And like he came out of nowhere, nigga. He came in smashing shit, man. That was epic. And it's good to say that I lived through that, man, because I lived through a good period of hip hop. When I was born, it was the golden age. We didn't know at the time it was the golden age for female rap, golden age for male rap, golden age for groups, duets, whatever you want to say. With the R&B golden age, some people would say that might be different. But 90s R&B, man, whew, those people in the 90s really, took the baton from the 80s and they ran with it, bro. But and they cool now. So y'all be beefing over $100 and beefing over whatever you broke something. Life too short, man. So, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out the music and channel pledge for more videos like this. Hit my link tree link up. It's the first link in the description. You can find me on from there, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Cash App, Venmo, Spotify, Anchor, the whole nine. Appreciate the love.